Following the chaotic exit of the United States from Afghanistan last fall, many people were left under the Taliban rule. One doctor in that country, fearing for the safety of herself and her family, found a way to get a message for help to a friend in the United States. That friend, a religious sister, answered the call, and we recently caught up with her for more. And joining me now to discuss is Sister Deirdre Byrne, Superior of the D.C. Convent of Little Workers of the Sacred Hearts of Jesus and Mary. Sister Dee Dee, welcome. So great to see you. I mean, this is an incredible story. Can you tell us more about that unexpected phone call that you received back in December that led to the rescue of a doctor and her family from Afghanistan?
Sure. When the phone rang, I hardly ever answered the phone. It's the house phone, but I looked long distance, so I picked up the phone, and there was a broken English voice that said, "You worked with my mother. She was captured by the Taliban. She's out now, but her life is in danger." And I was, not sure if it was a valid call or not. So I said, "Well, I don't know what I can do, but, please email me." I gave him my email and send me more information. So this way I could find out, if he really knew. Because I was in the military. I had been stationed in Afghanistan, and I knew a lot of people were in trouble. So there was something inside of me that told me that this is legitimate. So lo and behold, a few days later, I received the email from I'll call her Dr. M. She sent me images of her passport and different things that showed that and a little diploma, a little form that we had given her in Thanksgiving for the work she did at the hospital. So she worked in a clinic next to where I worked in around 2008. And so with that, I emailed back and I said, "I don't know what I can do to help you, but give me some time." And around that time, I had met a fantastic guy, Piero Tosi. Piero works with Congressman Chris Smith. And I know Congressman Chris Smith does so much for so many people who are in need in Africa and around the world. So I emailed Piero and said, "What do you think?" I didn't know about Jason's work at the time. He connected with Jason, and about a few days later, I'm in a Skype meeting or a Zoom meeting with Jason, one of his workers, Prince, and Piero, and myself, and Mary Vigil, who's a good friend and also works with Congressman Chris Smith. In that meeting, they said, Prince says, "Well, we've already sent food, we've sent coal, we're sending money to the family." And I was floored. I mean, I was just totally amazed at how quickly they were working. They have a well-oiled machine networking in Afghanistan to help these people who are in a lot of trouble just because they had served and worked with us. And so that's how it began. And then we met a week later, and they had said, "Now we're getting." Jason was sending me messages. "Say some prayers, sister. They're getting their visas. Say some prayers, sisters. We're getting the vehicles," and on like that. They made it across. And so I was just stepping back and watching how God was working in such a magnificent way through all these wonderful people. So there were 13 people in this family. The Dr. M is a female, and it was she herself, her children and grandchildren. And they made it safely.
I understand there are still a lot of people in Afghanistan who are seeking a way out. What do you know, if anything, about the situation right now in Afghanistan for folks that are there?
I think from what I'm hearing from Jason, it's horrible. Because Jason, his workers, Prince in particular, he's connected with people on the ground. Things are really bad. There's still Christians there. I don't know the numbers, but I know that there's a lot of people living in fear, hiding. They can't go back to their homes. And the Taliban are there trying to snuff them out and to harass or kill them. So it's a very desperate, really difficult situation there. And I think as time goes on, it will get worse.
It's so hard to imagine, what people are going through over there, especially the Christians. What would be your message to those people who are stranded right now in Afghanistan? And do you know how people can help?
Yes, well, my message would be, which I tell everyone, is that we're all in God's hands, and to continue to pray that each day we have to just work on ourselves to be in the state of grace and to be prepared for when the Lord calls us.
Oh, Sister Dee, thank you so much for sharing that with us and that incredible story about the rescue from Afghanistan. We thank you so much for your time, and God bless you, and thank you for all that you do.
Thank you for having me. God bless you. Bye.